21-year-old guys with 1 year of starting experience.
Those are things that help them. That's why it would open up my eyes a little bit more. But
Shedeur was my 20th player. He's a first-round caliber player. Like, talent-wise, both those guys, I think, have a huge advantage over Kenny Pickett.
Man, listen, Shedeur is, we talked about it, Earl. He's talented. Like, he has all the talent and ability you want. He has the leadership qualities you need.
Shedeur Sanders has destroyed the NFL with a huge contract extension no one saw coming. With just one groundbreaking clause, he flipped the league's entire power structure on its head. Now, with millions rolling in and rookies watching closely, the NFL is facing a future it can't control.
He still broke records that your Pro Bowler and Super Bowl contestants haven't even touched in the NFL level.
Shedeur was my 20th player. He's a first-round caliber player. Like, talent-wise, both those guys, I think, have a huge advantage over Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett has to be light years better.
The NFL didn't see this one coming. While teams were busy crunching stats and cap space, Shedeur Sanders quietly rewrote the playbook, not on the field, but in the contract room. Everyone thought the buzz was about a massive extension, but the truth is even wilder. But here's the twist. There's no 9-figure headline salary, and yet he's making more money than most starting QBs.
He's an actual proven talent. He's proven that every single team you put him on, he becomes better.
Let that sink in. $250 million in jersey sales. That's not a typo, just his merchandise. And from that, $14 million went straight into Shedeur's pocket. That's not some bonus tucked away in a contract. That's commission. Pure, clean, player-owned money. And what makes it crazier? He's a 5th-round pick, not a first-round golden boy, not a Heisman winner, a 5th-rounder doing numbers like a global brand.
My expectations have absolutely changed. Absolutely. My expectations have changed because a lot of what we're hearing from Cleveland has changed again.
So why did everyone think he signed a huge extension? Because the money didn't add up. How does a rookie with a $4.65 million deal over 4 years pull in that kind of cash? People assumed it had to be some groundbreaking new contract, and in a way it was, just not the way anyone expected.
The information that was out on Shedeur Sanders came from a lot of people that a lot of people trust and people think that are credible.
It all started with what looked like a basic rookie deal, nothing fancy. 4 years, a little over $1 million per year, only $447,000 guaranteed. Pretty standard for a 5th rounder. No red carpet, no face of the franchise expectations. But buried in that deal was something no rookie has ever pulled off before, something called the prime equity clause. And this is where Shedeur destroyed the system from the inside.
And it's that branding, bro, being a walking business brand. He's a 5th-round pick, and he generated damn near well over $300 million already in merchandise sale.
While most NFL players sign away rights to their name, image, and likeness, Shedeur did the opposite. He said, "I'll keep mine." Not only that, he got 20% of everything tied to his brand. Jerseys, sponsorships, appearances, even digital content. If someone profits off Shedeur Sanders profits too. That's not a salary, that's ownership.
People are trying to assign from a personality standpoint to Shedeur Sanders, and I think that's incredibly unfair to the young man.
And here's where it really breaks the mold, because unlike performance incentives that depend on yards or touchdowns, this clause is tied to who he is, not what he does. He gets paid just for being Shedeur. That flips the entire NFL contract model upside down.
99% of the online scrutiny is because of my dad. And he is exactly right. That's why it was really a mistake.
So when the headline said huge contract extension, they weren't exactly lying. They just didn't understand it. The truth is bigger. He didn't wait for a team to hand him power. He built it into his rookie deal. He created a new model where a rookie can out-earn veterans without throwing a single NFL touchdown, where a player doesn't just get a seat at the table, he owns part of the table.
When we talk about what I saw, no. Let's not be simple.
And now NFL is scrambling, because if one rookie can do this, what's stopping the next 10 or 20? What happens when top picks start demanding equity clauses? What happens when every player realizes they're not just athletes, they're brands? This isn't about hype anymore. It's about control, about shifting power from billion-dollar franchises back into the hands of the players who make the game worth watching. Shedeur Sanders didn't sign the biggest contract in NFL history. He did something scarier. He made a small one and turned it into a blueprint to beat the system.
So I'm looking at Shedeur Sanders, and I'm understanding that that man's cerebral mindset is not only on the field. It's off the field the networking, the building of the brand, the understanding of, okay, the NFL could reject you at any given time, so leverage is always the key.
Oh, you thought Shedeur Sanders just played football? Nah, he launched a full-on financial tsunami, and the league's still trying to find its life jacket. Let's talk about the insane merch explosion that had everyone from fans to NFL execs doing a double take.
I do think he has earned the opportunity because he throws an incredibly good ball, a very catchable ball, and he's just so accurate. His ball placement is excellent. They had us play.
And speaking of ownership, this dude didn't stop at just jerseys and NIL deals. Shedeur didn't just hold on to his name. He built a media empire around it. He owns his YouTube, his social channels, his content, all of it. You want a behind-the-scenes vlog of training camp? He'll drop it. A docuseries on how the NFL's reacting to his rise. He can fund, shoot, and upload it before ESPN even books a segment.
I don't think he's John Elway. I don't think he's Peyton Manning or even Eli. But I think he's the best quarterback they have, and it'll just take him time. And I think he's a good kid.
We're used to the league owning everything. Your highlights? NFL property. Your locker room footage? League owned. Your Instagram clips from the sideline. Watch your contract. But Shedeur flipped it. He owns Shedeur Sanders' trademark. That means when he goes viral, it's his bag, not someone else's. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get insider news.
Shedeur Sanders is fourth on the depth chart, not because he's the fourth most talented, because of where he was drafted. Hence why Shedeur is still yet to get first team reps.
And this, right here, is exactly why front offices are sweating, because it's not just about one guy making bank. It's about a model that future players will copy. Shedeur laid the blueprint. Own your image, your merch, your media, and watch the league scramble to adapt.
We're not as good individually, but we're better collectively.
Now, let's be real. This kind of strategic power play didn't come out of nowhere. Enter Coach Prime. Deion Sanders isn't just Shedeur's dad. He's the OG of athlete branding. Back when social media was barely a thing, Primetime had already mastered it. Gold chains, dual sport dominance, unforgettable interviews. He was the moment before we even had memes.
If we're going to base this off talent, he's the most talented one in the room.
So it makes perfect sense that Shedeur didn't just inherit speed or arm strength. He inherited the entire business model. Deion taught him how to build brand equity before draft stock. Jackson State, Colorado, those weren't just football stops. Those were brand labs, trial runs, strategic exposure. Every interview, every highlight reel, every post, it was all leading to this.
This is a cautionary.
Shedeur didn't walk into the NFL to fit in. He walked in to take control of his name, his earnings, and his legacy. And what we're seeing now, that's not an accident. That's Prime DNA at work.
And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look it up if that's some type of record. I personally feel that's a record.
But here's where it gets really uncomfortable for the NFL. This entire playbook threatens the core of their business model. The league's power has always been rooted in control. Control of salaries, of player branding, of who gets to earn what and how. Rookie contracts, they're capped, structured, designed to protect teams from risk. But Shedeur just exposed a loophole big enough to drive a G-Wagon through.
Shedeur Sanders? He's going to have to earn that money. I think it's brilliant the way the NFL structures these contracts, especially rookie contracts.
He didn't need to be a first rounder, didn't need to be promised the starting job, he just needed to own himself. And now he's making millions before most players even see the field.
I think we're all trying to figure out and piece together why that happened, but I got no problem with Deion defending his son because we all got kids.
Now imagine if this spreads. What happens when other rookies, especially high-profile ones, start asking for prime equity clauses? When they demand control of their likeness? When they negotiate deals that let them earn from every jersey, every tweet, every video? The league can't just say no to everyone, especially if the fans are buying in.
But I have said this over and over, and I will repeat it. Dads, stop talking. Nobody cares.
And make no mistake, the fans are in. $250 million in jersey sales proves it. People aren't just supporting a player, they're buying into a movement, into a story that's about more than touchdowns. It's about ownership, power, and rewriting the system.
Shedeur seems to overcome every time, no matter how much blitz packages you throw at Shedeur. He's durable. He could take the hits.
So when people say Shedeur Sanders destroyed the NFL with a massive contract extension, they're not entirely wrong. He didn't destroy it with a pen. He did it with a model. He showed that a rookie can walk in, bypass the politics, out-earn the veterans, and keep the rights to everything that makes him valuable. That's not just a win, that's a revolution in cleats.
But when it was time for Shedeur to gauge the field and decide to make a quick decision, and he didn't get disrupted through any way of that blitz package, he still stayed sturdy in the pocket.
So what now? That's the million-dollar question. Shedeur Sanders just opened a door that can't be closed. You think future rookies aren't watching this? They're definitely calling their agents right now, asking, where's my prime equity clause? And honestly, why wouldn't they? NIL-style deals changed college football. Now Shedeur is dragging that model into the NFL by the face mask.
Everything that needed to happen for him to move up the depth chart has now happened. Guys in front of him have gotten hurt and been ineffective, and he's been steady.
But don't expect the league to just roll with it. Teams and owners are already thinking of ways to push back. New policy restrictions, revised rookie deals, maybe even revenue caps to contain this kind of player leverage. Because if every rookie starts walking in with brand equity demands, the balance of power shifts hard.
He's made excellent progress, his excellent accuracy's been on display, and he's worked really hard at getting the pre-snap stuff down.
And here's the mic drop. Shedeur Sanders never needed a huge contract extension. He made one. Without the league's permission, he turned modest numbers into a monster payday. He's not just changing how rookies get paid, he's changing what it even means to be a pro athlete in 2025. This wasn't about breaking the system. Shedeur didn't blow it up. He studied it, hacked it, and walked away with the cheat codes. Like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single detail.